Hello humans, I'm the TheAlienDoctor, but you can call me Alien, and welcome back to another add-on showcase video. Today we're going to be showcasing a very useful and very amazing add-on that I will certainly be using quite a lot. And the best bit about this add-on is this is a resource pack, meaning that you don't even have to apply it to the world or to the server, meaning you could use this on any server or any realm without having to get the admin to add it to that realm or server. This is absolutely amazing. The reason why, as I said, is because it is just a resource pack, which means you can simply apply it in your global resources and not have to apply it to your game. Obviously, you can also apply it to the world if you want to. However, in the case that I'm using it right now, I have not done that. So right before we do anything, I just want to say full credit goes to Foxy No-Tell. Whether you love or hate him, he has pushed out some pretty amazing content for Bedrock Edition. And yeah, I just couldn't resist it. I had to showcase this resource pack because it is absolutely amazing. I will link his showcase video and his channel and website where you can download it from and all that jazz in the description down below if you do want to download this and check out his channel, etc. But yeah, full credit goes to him. I did nothing to help with that. So without further ado, I think we should just go over what this pack does. So it's called Foxy's Markers Pack, and it is absolutely amazing and has a ton of features, especially if you're a technical player. This will be very useful. However, you basically place down an armor stand. You then give the armor stand a banner. It can be any color of banner. In this case, I've done blue, but I'll also show it works with other colors like yellow and even illager banners. You're then going to change the position of the armor stand, which you do by crouching and right clicking. And as you can see, if you cycle through it, it will go through all these different modes that I will show you in a little bit. And as you can see, it is working for, every color banner, including illager banners. I'm only going to show you with one, which is going to be blue. But yeah, you can use them for all of the color banners do the same thing. Okay, so let's just go through the first pose. So the first pose is this, spawning spheres. So I have showcased a spawning spheres pack before. Now, one of the issues I had with said spawning spheres pack is that it didn't completely fill the outline. It had spaces in between, if that makes sense. I'll put some footage on screen right now. And that was an issue because sometimes you couldn't tell exactly where it is, whereas now you can tell exactly where the sphere is. Although it is slightly off-putting that it is moving around because sometimes more of this block is included in the sphere than others. So I'm not quite sure, why that is. But anyway, basically, if you don't know what these spawning spheres are, then a real quick explanation is that inside of this green, so imagine this armor stand is the player. Inside the green sphere surrounding the player, mobs cannot spawn. Outside the green sphere, mobs can spawn, and outside the red sphere, mobs will despawn. Of course, this only works on a simulation distance of 4, or at least these spheres are only applicable if you're playing on a sim distance of 4. However, simulation distance of 4 is actually the default now, so yeah, for most of you that shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, even if you turn up your simulation distance, it will still have the same distance between the spheres and stuff, even though in the sim distance that's different. But this resource pack does not change depending on your sim distance. The other thing, as you saw, is that if you go too far away and actually unload the armor stand like we just did, or you can't see the armor stand anymore, then it will get rid of the spawning sphere. That is the same with all of the other stuff I showcase as part of this add-on, and that's just a limitation of Bedrock Edition. No add-on creator can do anything about it as far as I'm aware. Moving on to the next pose, we have got a chunk border. This is just a single chunk border. This is just the chunk border of where the armor stand is. So as you can see, we can place another one right here, and it will only show the chunk border that armor stand is in. Obviously, that's not particularly useful if you want to see lots of chunks and not just a single chunk. So if you then modify its pose again, it will show you a 3x3 grid of chunks, I believe. Yeah, there's 3 chunks here. So as you can see here, it's now showing us a 3x3 grid of chunks. And then if we modify the position again, it will now show us an even larger grid. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 5x5 grid of chunks. And they do not go all the way up. However, in Bedrock Edition, normally, vertical chunks don't matter and it's just horizontal chunks anyway. It does also have these green lines, which I get the feeling represent a vertical chunk anyway. So that's kind of useful. So moving on to the next pose now, we have got just a little compass, and this, will change depending on which position you actually have the armor stand, or this won't change, sorry. So as you can see, we've got one armor stand facing in this direction, but it still knows north is in this direction. We've got another armor stand facing this direction, it still knows north is in that direction. So it does not get messed up by whether, whether the armor stand is facing in a different direction or not. The other thing is obviously if you destroy all of the blocks around the compass is still there. But if you destroy the block beneath the armor stand, then obviously the armor stand will fall down because armor stands cannot float. So the next one is a distance counter, I believe. Yeah, so this is a distance counter. This tells you how far away you are from the armor stand, and it actually goes pretty far. So as you can see right now, we are 70 blocks away from it, and you can go 70 blocks away from the armor stand until it will unload. Now this is a super useful thing that, is incredibly useful. Next, we have the amount of days in game. This is useful because Bedrock Edition by default does not have a day counter. So this is super useful. There's also the time in ticks. So if we set game rule do daylight cycle set to true, then as you can see, that time will actually change. I just disabled it earlier because I didn't want it to go night. Moving on to the next pose. This will tell you your FPS. Right now, I'm at around 95 FPS. And this is super useful if you're on mobile or something, because this add-on will also work on mobile. It has two versions, one for mobile and one for PC. Super useful. If you want to use it on console, I don't know which version you'd use. I believe you'd use the PC version, and you'd obviously have to do a jailbreak if you're on a Switch, or you just have to do a bunch of messing around to get this on console. However, it is possible, just search for a tutorial. But yeah, anyway, I get a smooth 90 FPS. That's probably right. Then it tells you the coordinates. This is useful if you're playing on a realm that has show coordinates turned off. Obviously, in this case, I'm not. However, it tells us our coordinates. So it says it's -47, 76, 27. And if we stand where the armor stand is, then we can see in the top left, then that is actually correct. Next up, we have the nether coordinates. This is where if you build a nether portal in this position, it's telling you where you then should build that same nether portal in the nether to link them correctly. So that's an incredibly useful thing. And then after that, that's all the features of this add-on. However, the video is not over yet. So something that I noticed in my testing earlier is that if you place a armor stand on its side, so it's not obviously facing straight, it's facing side, and you can, I believe, you can't do it in every rotation possible. But yeah, anyway, and a goat has a kind of... Excuse me, I'm trying to record. Go away. So yeah, as you can see, we've placed the armor stand on its side. I'll do it again to show you I've not messed around with it. And then if we crouch and change the position, then the chunk borders aren't working. But the compass works, and well, it seems like, from what I can tell, all the other stuff has worked. So that just seems like a little bit of a minor issue with this pack, is that the chunk borders don't actually work when you're when the armor stand is not facing straight. I'm not quite sure why, but yeah, that's the only issue I've found with it. So as you can see right now in the world settings, we are not using experimental features because we've just applied it to our global resources. However, if you do decide to apply it to your world or realm or server, then what you can do is actually enable the holiday creator features experimental feature. It will make a copy of your world. But then as you can see now, we have enabled one of the experimental features, the holiday creator features right here. And then we've also got the resource pack applied to the world. There we go. So now if we load into the world, then you'll actually be able to see that we will have another function of this add-on. So if we go right to the end, then there should be biome detection here. However, I can't help but noticing that there is no biome detection. Now, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Just maybe. But I'm pretty sure it's meant to have biome detection. So that seems to be a slight issue with the pack. Not quite sure why that is. Not sure if it's because of a new update or something else. All the features work other than biome detection. and when the armor stand isn't placed properly, which is kind of strange. Not sure what's going on there. But ultimately, how many of you really need the biome detection feature anyway? And yeah, ultimately, this is just a really, really useful pack that I would really recommend you use. It's like, yeah, it's pretty good, not gonna lie. Like, I'll certainly be using this quite a lot, especially on like servers where I don't have access to change the world settings, because I have been using on AlienCraft the F8 debug screen add-on that I recently showcased. However, for example, on Pinecraft, you know, instead of having to like constantly ask Pinape just to add an add-on or something, I can obviously just add this to my own global resources, and then people that don't want it can still use it. Also, I have a feeling it will actually clash with the custom armor stands they use on Pinecraft anyway, so yeah, we literally wouldn't be able to use it. So that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out Foxy No Tail's channel in the description down below if you want to see more of his amazing add-ons. And yeah, overall, this pack is super cool, and I don't know why I did that. It just felt really satisfying. But thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe to join the Alien Empire today. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye!